What's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to be doing the weekly recap of the stocked up trading floor. This week was definitely another wild one, as there were a lot of trade war and tariff updates, and this upcoming week isn't set to slow down one bit, as there are more important tariffs set to go into effect this week. The trade war between even Canada and China is heating up. The market is entering a pretty, we'll call, interesting time of the year, as we cover in today's main channel video, that basically shows that the market tends to bottom around this time of the year, among many other things. So we're definitely set for another interesting week, to say the least. But with that being said, let's get right into this week's recap. Starting out with the high-risk scalps, we could start out with Monday. Nvidia, Robinhood, Coinbase, and SoFi all had some decent moves to the downside. There were a handful of other stocks that moved pretty strongly, also to the downside, and of course a handful of alerts that didn't really move that much or just were duds. With that being said, it wasn't that crazy of a week. In terms of the price action, we saw a lot of intraday reversals. So like, for example, if we go to an intraday chart of SPY, or even if we go to, let's say, a 15-minute chart, we can see that we have a lot of like major swings in the middle of the day, basically every single day. So that definitely has been making for a different market, which has some good things about it and some bad things. It's more so just about adapting to how the market is changing. Again, this is something that we covered pretty deeply in the main channel video, but continuing on with some of this week's action, as we scroll throughout the channel, we can see that there were a handful of good moves across the board, but again, nothing like too insane, nothing crazy mind-blowing, which is worth keeping in mind. Again, we have been seeing a good amount of intraday reversals. Going to Friday's price action, we could see we had a handful of pretty good moves with some of these slower moving stocks like McDonald's, LLY, Costco, Walmart, and others, which was good to see, and it definitely represents a different, you could say, a different way capital is flowing. For example, over the past few years, big tech stocks like Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft, and others have been getting all the attention, but we're starting to see slowly other companies like McDonald's and a handful of others actually reach new all-time highs and also move in some pretty momentum-driven ways, which again is something worth keeping in mind. With that being said, shifting over into the theta trades for this week, we did have 4 out of the 5 of them expire immediately for max profit. The only one that didn't was an AI short put. As always, when selling put options, it is a great strategy to deploy when done correctly. When you sell put options, you always want to make sure you're doing them on stocks you are happy to own at prices you are happy to own them at. If you do this, you put yourself in a good position in the sense where you get paid to buy a company that you like at a price that you like it at. And then if you do get assigned those shares, you can either hold them and let the stock do its magic, or you can turn it into a covered call position, or even adjust the strategy in a different custom way. Either way, selling put options is a great strategy, and if you have not already looked into it, I definitely recommend doing that. And if you need any help, feel free to reach out to Tom, Hunter, Mason, or myself, and we will definitely make sure you are taken care of. But besides that, we definitely have another exciting week on the horizon. Thank you all so much for watching, and let's crush it.